Hey, this is your YouTuber friend, Chris Palmer. I'm coming to you straight out of knee surgery. You can't see it, but I've got my knee is all swole up right through here. It's got a big old thing on it. There's my crutches off to the side. You can see them. I was just sitting and watching TV with my knee propped up, and a thing came on about Hitler and the Nazis and stuff like that. And it just sprung to mind a little saying that has always been drilled in my head. That if you forget your history, you are doomed to repeat it. And nowadays, these kids have forgotten the Holocaust and stuff like that, or some of them don't even believe it happened. I mean, that's the crazy thing about it. And they forgot the Cold War, where we were like, I think the doomsday clock was at 5 minutes till 12, and 12 was when we were all supposed to perish and the world was supposed to end, and all that stuff. And this goes to our presidential election. So if they do all the recounts in some kind of crazy way, Biden actually does win, then we are headed down that same path like Hitler, Stalin, Kim Jong-il in North Korea, and all of those. We are headed down the socialist, Marxist path that all those crazy people had done before. I mean, and the people that voted for Biden don't even realize that that's happening, because they've all forgotten. They don't teach the gory stuff that happened in there. Like, I went to my kids' Veteran Day program one year, and all they were talking about was they honored the people that had served, but not once did they talk about all the blood. I think in World War II, it was like 175,000. It may have been 200,000 people died to stop the Nazis. In Russia, they never did stop Stalin. He just finally died, and a new guy took over, and he was a communist too. I mean, they forget about the Bay of Pigs and the Cuban Missile Crisis and all the stuff that they're not teaching in school. They're teaching the world is a happy place and we all fit in and everybody's nice and it's all this and all that. But that's how the Marxist socialist regime gets in your head. Everything's going to be better. Everything's going to be better. But it's not. It's not at all. It'll seem better for the first maybe half a year to a year, and then everything will fall to shit. And people be fighting out on the street for a loaf of bread to feed their family. And young kids have forgotten this. The older people that vote for Biden, I don't know if they failed history or they refuse to believe history, but it always goes back to if you forget your history, you're doomed to repeat it. And that's one reason the United States has always been good, because we remember our history. We remember those fights and how many men had died and stuff. And that's the thing about it. when you vote in a Marxist society, they'll change the rules. They don't care about the Constitution that our forefathers wrote. They'll put amendments to it that basically negate the Constitution itself. And I just want to, put in here that this election is a very important one. And so far, with everything that I've seen, with all the mail carriers that didn't want to get in trouble coming out and giving affidavits, and and there's even some some Democrats that seen all this stuff going on, and they were honest Democrats, which that's a that's a weird thing to say as an honest Democrat, but they come forward, signed affidavits to say that these people over here are cheating, stuffing ballots, and doing so forth and so on. There's proof all over the place. I'm not trying to be no news network or anything like that, but I am going to start going out and interviewing people and seeing what they think and seeing if they see the fraud that's going on. And I'm not going to even tell them I'm a Democrat or a Republican or whatever. I'm just going to tell them that I am an independent news journalist working on a story to see what they believe is going on with the election and the presidency and stuff. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle because I just had knee surgery. And I'm not supposed to take this wrap thing off for like 2 days or so. But luckily I'm not in pain, so everything should be good. So this is Chris Palmer from Tennessee signing off, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.